you don't find the user, you create that user with the information that you got, and if there's an error, you return the error. And finally, creating the user is just creating like we did in Mongo, okay, with Mongos. And the final thing is when we send the API request, who am I? There's this method inside that says rec.isAuthenticated. This just checks if your user is logged in. This method normally is not there, but when we add passport sort of magically adds this method inside of every request that goes to the database. So technically, if your user is logged in, you could always, and you have passport, you could always check if the user is authenticated and do something accordingly. And it also magically places the user. It also magically places the user object inside of every request that comes to the server. And finally, there's the logout endpoint where Passport also adds this magical method that logs the user out. And that's what this method does. Rec.logout instead of the request. So this is basically it. And like I understand this is kind of confusing, and I try to, in the code in this guide, I try to kind of explain what things is doing what, and it might not make sense directly, but if you kind of copy and paste and just trust that it will work, it will work. And also, in the case that you're actually interested in this stuff, I added a couple of links at the very bottom-ish. There's multiple guides. There's 3 sections. There's guides that assume little background. These are like super high level, and they kind of explain what is going on. And then there's guides that assume some background. These are a little bit more advanced. And finally, there are guides that assume a lot of background. And especially this one, this is like, it's the very last thing. It's kind of long. I think it might be like 20-ish pages of text, but it clearly explains everything about OAuth 2 and OpenID, the whole thing, how it works. If you're interested, you could look into that. So that's it. Also, if you need help, just come to office hours, and we have the hackathon tonight.
Do you want to go now for like 20 minutes?
Sure. Whatever works.
Alright, so I'll give a quick announcement. So the plan was for me to do deployment right now, and afterwards Monday would do like some basic programming do's and don'ts. But as I was I'm normally a big fan of the service that you'll use to deploy called Heroku, which I was going to have you guys follow along with me. Well, a really great thing happened with Heroku where it just went down. As of 5 minutes ago, and on their website they say it will be back up in 20 minutes. So let's hope that Monday can do his do's and don'ts lecture, and Heroku will be back up by the time that his lecture is done.
Unlucky.
Try making an app on Heroku.
Unfortunate.
Dude. Yeah, super big.
Well,
Wow, I got rolled.
Yeah.
What is it?
No, it's like ever so slightly different. I just, skin the same lecture in
API
different ways.
Holy
It's Monday. Okay, so this is gonna be a. Can you stop and restart the thing?
Yeah.